Bishop Ed here with you digitally once again. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video message about a matter that you've no doubt heard a lot about over these past several months, and with understandable concern about the future of our diocese. It's my hope to provide some clarity and context with the aim of ensuring that as members of this local church, we share a common understanding and are in a position to be truly supportive of one another on this new journey. This morning, we have petitioned the federal court for Chapter 11 reorganization, embarking on a path that we believe will best lead to healing and a sense of justice for the largest number of those harmed in the past by despicable acts of sexual abuse. Indeed, those who have experienced and have had to live with the pain of such a deeply personal violation must be our first priority. As a family, we walk with one another, assisting and embracing all survivors as members of our family. Those who were harmed and who now seek restitution, even years after the fact, are not our accusers. They're not our enemies, but our sisters and brothers. And we must do everything in our power to ease their suffering and make them feel accepted and at home once again. A reorganization will allow us to provide a fair and equitable financial resolution for the largest number of survivors making claims under the Child Victims Act. A pool of resources will be designated for this purpose versus lengthy court litigation that would inevitably favor those first in line and severely disrupt operations of the diocese. Another important benefit is that this approach enables us to continue the vital work of this local church across Western New York, which accomplishes so much good. As such, pursuing a Chapter 11 reorganization not only makes sense, but is the most responsible path, ensuring that our mission of living and proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ continues undaunted. A further benefit is that reorganization will identify all diocesan assets, ensuring a greater level of transparency, while supporting our aim to reestablish trust and confidence in the stewardship of this diocese's resources and their deployment primarily to advance the work of faith. Understandably, you will have many questions and concerns about the implications of Chapter 11. We are committed to answering those questions and allaying your fears now and in the coming days. A special resource page has been developed on our diocesan website that details more fully the rationale for this decision and provides answers to a number of very legitimate questions. In the coming days, a special booklet will be provided to you in your parishes with what we believe will be some useful information that you can share with family and friends and any who question what all of this means. It's important to understand that this will be a protracted process, which will take many months and certainly more than a year to conclude. As such, we will be communicating with you often at your parishes and gatherings small and large, and regularly here on our diocesan website. Although the full implications for our reorganization cannot be detailed at this early stage, I can assure you that our diocese will continue, our sacramental life will still flourish, our service to those most vulnerable will not be interrupted, and our proclamation of the good news of Jesus Christ will continue to resound throughout Western New York and beyond, just as it has these past 173 years. It's perhaps a source of some encouragement that we're not the first to go down this path of reorganization. Many other dioceses have done so as well, and by all accounts have emerged stronger, more focused, and indeed better organized in their determination to move forward. I want to emphasize that we are resolved to facing our challenges with you, together in our parishes, our schools, in our Catholic ministries, arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder, one family facing our challenges together. Finally, I ask you to pray often for those whose lives have been damaged by unconscionable acts of abuse. Pray for their comfort, their healing, and ask God, whose strength is always the source of our own, to give them and their loved ones courage to look forward with hope and confidence as children of God and members of our family of faith. As well, please pray for this, our local church, that we may be true to our calling as disciples of Jesus Christ, and even more emboldened to live conspicuously our faith in ways that reveal the unceasing love and care of God, our Creator. Please don't be afraid. Bring your questions and concerns to us. Trust in this process, in this journey that we now embark upon after great prayer, collaboration, and discernment. You have my commitment to walk with you as your brother, your friend, and your shepherd for as long as the Holy Father allows me. May the Lord, who is our constant guide, enlighten our minds and hearts and lead us together toward the future that His great love makes possible.